Welcome, everybody. My name is Ellie, and this is the I Don't Want to Do It Today series. It's a series of yoga flows for days where you don't feel like committing, just spending 20 minutes of your day to this practice with me, promising to be present, will change your whole day completely. So let's place our hands on our heart and stomach, feeling the connection of our breath as we inhale through our nose, through our chest and down our pelvis, and exhale back out through our pelvis, up our stomach, up our heart and out of our nose, feeling every inhale and exhale while you promise yourself to be centered and to commit to yourself even when you don't want to. Inhale, lift your arms up, and exhale, lion's breath. Inhale, reach your arms up, and exhale, stick your tongue out on a One last time. Exhale. Cultivating fire, which will help us build motivation for this practice. We'll meet together in an active, wide-legged child's pose. So sinking those hips back and lengthening our back, reaching through those arms, through our fingers, feeling our breath as we inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to take our arms over to the right side, placing our left hand over our right, feeling the stretch through our torso. Inhale, let's bring it back to center. Exhale, and take it to the left side. Feeling that stretch on our right side. Inhale, take it to the center, and preparing ourselves for some spinal waves in a tabletop position. So inhale, rounding our spine. Exhale, sinking back. Inhale, rounding our spine up into cow. Exhale, sinking our hips back. Just a couple more like this, feeling each vertebrae. I'm quite new at this, but it's a very nice feeling. Meeting in tabletop, we're going to inhale, drop our bellies. Exhale, round our spine. Inhale, cat, look up. And exhale, cow. We'll meet in tabletop, and then on the next inhale, we're going to reach our right arm up to the sky and twist it under our left arm as we reach our left hand up to the top of the mat. And if you feel comfortable there, you can take your left hand and hook it under your right hip and level those hips out to get a deeper stretch. As we inhale, we're going to reach that arm up again and untwist. Exhale, cat. Inhale, round our spine, cow. And we'll take it over to the other side. So left arm reaches up and under the right arm. Twisting here. Take any variation. Some sides require more time than others, and that is okay. Our bodies are different. Inhale as we reach that left hand up and down into tabletop. Inhale, cat. And exhale, round your spine. We'll meet in our first downward facing dog with our knees bent. Paddle out the feet, bend the knees, and straighten them. Any movements that feel good. Forearms engaged, legs are engaged, hips are up, looking to your navel. As you lengthen the spine, remember the intention of a downward facing dog is to lengthen the spine. So be present with your intentions as you move into this pose. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, lengthen. Breathe. On the next inhale, we're going to walk slowly up towards the top of our mat, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold with your knees bent if you need to. Maybe taking a ragged doll, maybe swaying from side to side. Hands reach up, inhale. And exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Feel that fire and that breath that you're cultivating. Inhale, arms are up, slight back bend, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands and step it back into your first plank. Legs are engaged, belly's engaged. Drop the knees, chest, chin. And inhale into a high cobra. Tops of the feet are planted on the ground. Exhale. And inhale into a lower cobra, so hands just in front of your chest. Exhale, lower down. And then last one, inhale, try to lift without your hands, just using your back muscles. Exhale, and we'll meet in downward facing dog. Firing up those back muscles. I love a good back workout. The next inhale, we'll meet at the top of the mat, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach up to the sky. And exhale, mountain pose. One more time with our breath. So inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale. Halfway lift, exhale, step or float very lightly, Chaturanga, Dandasana. Exhale, inhale, upward facing dog, legs are strong. And exhale, hips high, downward facing dog. Reaching those heels towards the ground. We'll inhale and lift our right leg up as we open up our hips and send that foot to the left side. Exhale, knee to nose, and lightly step it forward for a low lunge. Engaging the core, engaging the legs, making sure our heel is above our ankle. We can see our toes. Stretching out those hips where we store the most trauma. And planting our hands to help us into a high lunge if we're feeling a bit wobbly today like me. Inhale and exhale, opening up into a warrior two. So we inhale, we'll reach forward and back into a reverse warrior, bending through that front knee. And exhale, cartwheeling our hands down, stepping that foot back, taking a vinyasa, knees up or down, untuck the toes, high cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. And breathe. Inhale, we'll lift our left leg up and reach that knee towards the right side of the room as we open up our hip, stretch, and inhale, we'll bring our knee to our nose and step it in between our hands, placing our foot down, our knee to the ground, our back knee to the ground, and stretching out our hips, remembering to always be engaging your core, your pelvis, maybe using our hands to assist us into a high lunge if you're wobbly like me today. Legs are strong, core is engaged. Intention, exhale, bending through our front knee, warrior two. And if you have lumbardosis like me, always remember to tuck in your pelvis. Inhale, reverse warrior, exhale, cartwheel your hands, pivot your feet, and take a vinyasa. Upward facing dog, inhale, and exhale, downward facing dog. You can stay in stillness here or play around with the flexibility of your hamstrings, whatever feels best for you. Inhale and exhale, let it out, sigh. Lion's breath. Inhale, we'll roll ourselves into child's pose. Well done for getting this far into the video. We are almost halfway there. Come back to your breath, center yourself, give gratitude for yourself for showing up this long. So we inhale, we'll meet into a seated position and do some heart opening exercises with each other. So lifting our sitting bones up, tucking that pelvis in again, engaging the core, lifting up, and then bringing our hands into prayer position. So we look forward and gently through the upper back, we will bend backwards, opening up our chest. Doesn't have to go so far, but just make sure it's not coming from the lower back. You inhale, you lengthen, and exhale, stretch. Take a little breath. Heart openers can be quite difficult for some people. Let's try again. So inhale, lengthen. Roll your shoulders back and exhale, back bend from the upper back. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, stretch, back bend, pushing those hips forward as you reach to the back. And take a little break. Well done. This can be quite intense, so just give yourself some gratitude. Last time, reaching up and back, maybe taking the advanced posture. If you are working towards that, if that's in your practice, if not, just keep doing the same thing. Pushing those hips forward, and inhale, come back, and we'll meet in a child's pose. Bit of a counter pose here. If you want, you could keep it active by pressing your fingertips onto the mat. If you want a bit of an extra stretch, if not, just do regular child's pose. And then we'll slowly crawl forwards into a puppy pose. So arms are active, chest is on the ground, chin is on the ground, hips are up. And we'll meet by swinging our legs forward into a forward fold seated position, moving the flesh from our sitting bones, reaching our arms up and over, maybe reaching our feet, if not, just wherever our hands feel comfortable. Rounding our spine if that's what feels good to you after a back bend. Or if you want something a bit more active, you can look towards your toes and aim for your belly towards your thighs. I felt like my back needed a bit of a stretch. Inhale. We'll come back up and we'll meet in a laying position. So you'll want a block for this. Grab a block, put it in its lowest position, just underneath your sacrum or your pelvic bone, where it feels comfortable, and then lift your legs up, giving your legs gratitude for supporting us every day, helping us to move. This is one of my favorite postures. Legs up to the sky. Closing our eyes here. Breathe. Thank you for committing. Thank yourself for committing. We'll bring our knees down, feet down, and remove the block. We'll take our knees into a 90-degree angle and then bring it towards the right side of the room. If you want a bit of a deeper stretch, you can hook your left leg over and under your right, and then place your right hand over the left leg and just guide it a little bit closer, guide the knee closer to the floor, and then look over to your left side. Inhale, let's hug our knees in, kiss our knees, and take it over to the other side. So either hook your right leg over and under your left, or just take it at a 90-degree angle, whatever feels like a deep enough back stretch for you. Inhale, we'll hug our knees in one last time. And this is the opportunity to ask yourself, do I want to continue my practice? Do I have the motivation to? Or is this enough for me? And if it is, we will meet in Savasana. If not, you can rock yourself up to seated and continue your practice. But I will stay here in one of my other favorite poses, but the hardest pose for me, Savasana. Relaxing our feet, our calves, our thighs, our belly, our chest, letting go of our shoulders, our arms, our hands, letting go of our fingertips, our neck, and our head as we stay here for 1 minute of silence. Slowly bringing ourselves back into the room, wiggling our toes and our hands, bending our knees and rolling to the right side into fetus position, thanking ourselves for being here today. With our eyes closed, we'll meet in a cross-legged seated position, hands on the chest. Look at you doing something good for yourself, even if you didn't want to do it today. Hands to the forehead to have clear and loving thoughts, hands to the mouth to have clear and loving words, and hands to the heart center to have clear and loving intentions. In the words of Fight Master Yoga, sending all my love to you beings. Namaste. Well, I hope you enjoyed this class. Give yourselves a big hug. And sometimes you don't want to do things that are good for you, but after you do, you feel 10 times better. Lots of love, and I'll see you soon.